Hi, my name is Reverend Richard Colon. I'm here with you today from the Church of God, Southern Boulevard, my home church, where I'm a minister, teacher, preacher, director of education, and director of the Bible Institute. And I'm coming to you today through this GoFundMe page. This way we can make an appeals for our Liberia Missions trip. So I also want to let you know I'm a founder of Recovering Salvation Ministries, where I carry a message of recovery and of God to recovering addicts in programs like Promesa, Sembrando la Semilla, Odyssey House, and abroad.
Ahí puede usted orar por ellos. Hágalo. Dios se está moviendo esta mañana aquí. Pastor Arnold, hágalo. Acérquese a esta familia y denles una palabra.
Just came back from a missions trip in Mexico, Costa Rica and Cazones, Mexico, where we gave 4 anti-drug conferences in 3 days in 4 different school districts, preached at a youth campaign, at a orphanage camp, at another church on the island, visited recovery houses, and so on. So I've been presented with a dilemma. I've met through the Recovery House of Worship, Pastor Raymond Ramos, Pastor Clinton Gabao from Liberia, West Africa. In getting to know him, we invited him to stay at our house last week, and my wife and I, the Reverend Francis Colon, were invited to go to Liberia to minister at their 11-year anniversary. We were under the assumption that they were going to pay our way, but we came to find out that Liberia is a war-torn country. They're just recovering from a 14-year civil war now. Their church, the Central Christian Assembly in Monrovia, Liberia, has 8 churches now, but the people there are very poor. They don't have enough money, and they can't afford to pay our airfare. They've promised me to pay for the lodging, meals, and transportation. So what we're trying to do now, we open up this GoFundMe page to see if we can receive some funding and some help, buying the airfare and paying for the visas and the luggage and the materials we want to bring over to them. Our purpose while in Liberia is to minister to their church. We have 5 days of conferences, workshops, and sermons, besides visiting the other churches and ministering to the men and the women. You know, the women in Liberia right now and in Africa in whole are very oppressed people, stigmatized, and we want to go out there and bring some self-worth and self-esteem to the women, and we want to teach them and give them conferences on leadership and stepping up to the plate and taking a stand for God. Francis and I, sometimes we live check to check, so we don't have the money to pay the entire airfare. So we're asking you, our friends and family and ministers to help us, raise the goal. We have budgeted $5,000. We're hoping to buy the tickets about $2,000 each, but if you go to places like Travelocity and Priceline, the first prices you're going to see there are $3,000 per ticket. But we can get it a little cheaper if we get them early. So we're looking to raise $5,000 so we can go out to Liberia. We've been moved by God to go to Liberia. We've had the visions of us ministering there already. We've seen the poverty, the oppression that the women and the people have gone through. They live most of them live on $1.85 per day. Imagine feeding a family of 3, 4, 5, 6 individuals on $1.85 a day. We can do that here in the United States, and there is no welfare or Social Security or SSI over there. There are a bunch of farmers, some of them without jobs, some living in the streets in shanty villages, sink top houses. And you can imagine the huts, the poverty that's there. But we're trying to raise up these people. We want to build a church and build a school for them, so this way the kids can go to school. We're providing clothing and food. It's not only whatever extra money we have from this trip will be donated for the needs of the people of Liberia, Monrovia, and wherever Pastor Clinton tells us that the money is needed, we'll put it in his hands. So again, we make this appeal for this airfare, this missions trip to Liberia, so we could bring a good package to them, as well as present ourselves as ministers of God, and this way we can share God's love, the love we have here in the United States, the love of what you can help give us. If you would like to make a donation directly to Liberia, to the Central Christian Assembly, we have a brochure here with some information on how you could donate directly through them through a nonprofit organization here in the United States, so everything's tax deductible. If you're looking to make a donation for our Liberia Missions trip, which is going to be tax deductible, I encourage you to mail a check to the Church of God, Southern Boulevard, 2127 Southern Boulevard, Bronx, New York, 10460. If you want to reach me, you can reach me at my ministries. It's called Recovery Ministries at Outlook.com, or you can call me at 917-225-0267, and I'll be able to give you any information you have regarding our missions trip, whether Liberia or Mexico or the Recovery and Salvation Ministries, and what we're doing here. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for helping us with this cause and helping us to minister to the people and bring some new light, some new love, some fresh oil to Monrovia, Liberia, and the Central Christian Assembly. God bless you. I love you, and so does he.